Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the Brooklyn Tea Party meeting for our June 28th, 2026 meeting. Just want to go over quick housekeeping notes. The Brooklyn Tea Party will be having our next meeting sometime in, I would say, early September. We're going to take some of the summer months off. Right now, we're about to reach our 250th birthday of America, and we will definitely want to enjoy that coming up this Saturday. So we want to say God bless America. And before we start our meeting, let's all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. As we all know, we had our primaries that just happened with the Democrat Party and some of the Republicans. Communism, not socialism. Communism is on the rise, as we could all know. It's one voting cycle away. Our freedoms could be easily gone. If these psychotics become in office with the midterm elections, and then the jaded people, because you know, a lot of people are jaded to begin with. That's human nature, right? Oh, I don't like you, I love you, I hate you. They all need Prozac, it seems like. Everyone has split personalities. Sure, let's invite the vampire into the house, you know, as they scratch at your windows like Salem's Lot. Scratch, scratch, let me in. Okay, you know what? The last time worked out well for us, and you're kind of saying you're gonna pack the Supreme Court and basically make it communism. Sure, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh my God, did you see what happened? Why? What's going on? Well, because you voted for them. Well, you stayed home and say, oh, they're all the same. You know, little hand movements, right? Oh, they're all the same. Really, I don't think the Republican Party is the party that's saying, hey, your son should become your daughter. I don't think that's our platform. So wake up. I don't think it's our platform that says, you know what, you have a car. A bicycle looks like a better option in the winter. So why don't we take away all the parking spots, put city bikes on street corners named Desire, and then just have everything where bike lanes here. Hey, Park Avenue, we love that little middle lane, but we love it even more when we expand it more. Oh, you're gonna go to the hospital. Well, the ambulance is not getting through because you can't drive anywhere. The insanity of the left, because of their religion. Their religion is not Catholicism. Their religion is not Muslim or Hindu or whatever. Their religion is the Green New Deal. Environmentalism.
It is.
That is their religion, guised as protecting the planet. Bull. It is really communism. That is what it's really about. They screw the capitalistic system with our wonderful mayor, in air quotes, of course. He is looking, obviously, to take away people's property, and there will be no stopping him, because the Republican Party, right now, controls nothing in the state of New York. Wake up, people. It is time that you rise and wake up and vote for Bruce Blakeman for governor. Get that witch Kathy Hochul out of office. Let her fly back wherever she came from, back to the Wizard of Oz or wherever she came from, and tell her goodbye. And because it's just absolutely ridiculous how we are making our city and state become California each and every day. I mean, we can't say we're the worst yet because California still has it. But we're certainly trying to catch up, aren't we? So let us wake up and say enough is enough. Let us wake up and say, get your hands out of our pockets. Let us wake up and say, get your hands off my steering wheel, okay? Because they're trying to push to have you pay for parking in front of your house, okay? Residential parking permits. Oh, it sounds like a great idea. Well, I guess no one could visit you. I guess they'll have to park at a meter area or a visitor zone area, right? Because it's so easy to find parking spots right now. And that means, I don't know, my doctor lives in my neighborhood. No, your doctor probably doesn't live in your neighborhood. That means you have to drive to another neighborhood, right? So where are you finding parking, geniuses? Wake up. Enough is, well, other cities do it. I don't give a crap what other cities do. We haven't done it in probably since the 50s, if there was anything like that. Enough is enough. Stop letting the horrible communist politicians taking away your rights, your homeowners' rights, your car ownership rights. Every right, anything that's normal they want to destroy. In my area, they're trying to rezone everything, so pretty soon I'll wake up with an apartment building in front of my house. Okay? Because these people are insane, clearly insane. Wake up. With that being said, I would like to introduce former City Councilman Ari Kagan. He has a couple things to say, and then we'll get our featured speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I have a good Sunday today, huh?
Yeah.
And thank you, Glenn, for organizing this meeting, and thank you for fighting for the right cause, you know, like, so we're all here, we have stuff to do, you know, but we are not ignorant of what's going on around us, and we don't want our city and our state and our country to go down in any way, shape, or form. I came from socialism. I never expected anybody in New York City saying socialism was great, we need more socialism, we need to take over private property. Now they're debating in City Council COPA, Community Opportunity Purchase Act. Basically, New York City HPD department will decide which property is good to go or not good to go, and owners will not have a say whether they will sell it to anybody they want. And it didn't pass last time around, but they're trying one more time. So I never imagined that we will have a mayor who is saying that, like, you know, rent should not be increased, but property owners should continue paying taxes, maintenance, and repairs and everything else, but the rent should not be increased, you know. So is it a private economy, you know? Like, when I came to America, I was convinced it's capitalism, no question, competition, no? Like, you know, I came with no English and no money, and was elected to New York City Council. My son came, he was 10 months old, and he graduated from Vanderbilt University. Now he owns his own company and employing a lot of people. And he cannot believe that in New York City, of all places, he has to prove that, like, you know, creating jobs is good, because our mayor is mocking successful businesses. He's mocking successful people. He's mocking the success itself. He doesn't want gifted and talented programs, because everybody should be equally stupid. Yeah. That's what his idea, you know. Everybody should be equally poor. You know, like, everybody should be equal, you know, it's socialism. That's the whole point. Nobody should become successful. Everybody should be so-called equal, equally poor, I mean, and equally unsuccessful, and equally living in, like, in trouble.
Marxism.
Marxism, it's close, yeah. I agree, it's like, socialism is just the first step. One of the ladies who was elected in Washington Heights on Tuesday, she won primary election, she hates American flag. She said when she had the dirty hands, she cleaned up with an American flag. Just like, you know, I work for amazing State Senator Stephen Chen, who is an American hero, who served our country and our city as a US Marine and as a police officer. He just posted a video of some guy walking around, I believe, somewhere in Bensonhurst, and tear down didn't like American flag. Yeah, if you hate American flag so much, what are you doing in America?
Yeah, get out.
Move to Cuba, move to any other country, move to Venezuela, move to North Korea. They love socialism, enjoy it. No, they wanted to change us. They wanted to change America from inside. They wanted to change every person here. They do not want to move out of America. They won't change the nature of America. We're celebrating 250th anniversary of amazing American experiment. I love America. I love America. I'm so proud to be American. Well, I'm a TV host on Russian language TV station for 25 years. I have a Statue of Liberty on my table, and American flag behind me for 25 years. And I said I can criticize any president and still have a TV show, because I came from Belarus. On the moment you criticize Belarusian president, you're out of the picture and out of life, basically. You're dead. So, like, I love and I enjoy America every single minute. When my father was alive, he called me every day, said, do you know America is good because of that? America is good. Every day he called me to say why America is so good. Because it is fantastic. It's like exceptional country. And I see around people, including an elected office, who hate America, who doesn't believe in anything American, do not share any American values, like, you know, like First Amendment, like freedom of speech. Second Amendment, freedom to buy guns, you know, freedom of assembly, freedom of religion. They hate all of this. They want everybody to be only like themselves. Nobody else should deviate, you know. So that's why we need the Republican Party in the first place, you know. And now Republican Party is basically becoming the only party of common sense. The only party that can say, listen, how can you vote in New York State Assembly, New York State Senate, probably you know the story, to replace terms mother and father into gestating parent and non-gestating parent. I'm not kidding, that's in writing. And that was the only two lines, to replace terms mother and father to gestating and non-gestating parent, and instead of parenting should be parentage, something like this. You know, like so, parentage or something like this. Can you imagine? So my point is like, what about our mothers and fathers? We just celebrated Father's Day, and maybe we celebrated Mother's Day. It's an attack on everything. Not just attack on America, it's attack on like who we are, you know. Attack on families, attack on mothers and fathers. Parent number one, parent number two. No, mother and father. What are we talking about? And that's why it's critical, this election. On November 3rd, it's critical, just like survival. I would say we have to be on a survival mode. We have to preserve every single Republican elected official in New York City and increase number of Republican elected officials everywhere, you know, at every level of power. Because Democrats no longer Democrats. It was not election between progressive Democrats and conservative Democrats. It was election between scared Democrats and socialists. And guess who won? Socialists won. They won it. They're bragging about it. Yes, Patrick.
Can I just say we just had a seismic shift in the Democrat Party over to the left, further to the left. Now, you go down the line between Republican and mainstream JFK Democrat, there's a nice big fat gap right there. And we have to take from those people, the independents, and bring them over to our party. Like Liam McCabe said, we will welcome you with open arms.
Of course, we need,
that's got to be
of
our
course, we need
message.
Democrats and some disaffected Democrats who are disaffected.
From now
to
to
join us.
November, that's got to be our message. We'll welcome you with open arms.
So again, thank you so much for your efforts. It's very, very important. I really appreciate Glenn Lucera. I'm happy to see my friend Jimmy Wagner here, and each one of you. Thank you for, you know, being part of the movement that will help America to be America, you know, like to keep American values. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Ari, I appreciate it. Anna, thank you. All right. Thank you, Ari. Hey. I think the camera has your hair in it now. Right, good. All right, very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Ari. Happy Gestation Day. What the?
What'd you say, Glenn?
Happy Gestation Day.
Oh, yeah,
They
sure.
voted for it, officially voted for it.
I mean, give me a, you know, during the pandemic, they said, follow the science. Follow the, well, it's called biology. I think it's a mother and a father.
Right.
I don't think there's a beagle involved and some space alien and some other horrible mixture, but wake the hell up, people. With that being said, I'd like to introduce our featured speaker today, Jimmy Wagner, president of the Donald.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you so much, Tea Party Club, for having me. Thank you, everyone. And Ari, thank you for speaking. Thank you for running. And frankly, my club endorsed Ari last time in the primary, and I can't wait till this turn because you'll be. I hope you're running again. I don't know, but we have all boots on the ground to help you out because other people are turned out, and it should be a great competition. And you're an amazing story, and Ari's story is like so many other stories of people. And I had a friend growing up, the first Russian I knew. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, but he came like Ari from Russia. His name's Dmitry Yampolsky. I haven't seen him in a while, but he was and when we were growing up, everyone used to say, hey, I'm Irish American, I'm Italian American. Dimitri, this Russian immigrant who came over, he said, no, I'm American. I don't want, and it was from that point forward, when I heard him, his father, say that, I was like, look how happy these people are to be in America. And I really appreciate everything your community has done, and just putting out there how great the American system is. It's not capitalism, right? Capitalism is a part of the American system. It is. But the American spirit and system is just so much bigger than that. I was initially sent here, I originally was invited to come here to speak, was because my club was undertaking this huge charter revision reform. We put together 10 charter revisions that we felt would help make our city more democratic and more compatible with everybody, nonpartisan issues. We sat down with progressive groups, we sat down with conservative groups, we put together these 10 charter revision forms. My club was funding it. We had already invested over $30,000 into this project. It was a lot of money and a lot of work. Tuesday's results, I was shocked. I was totally thrown back that our city is sending 3 communists to Congress. And we had our meeting on Thursday, and we estimated it was going to cost my club about another $100,000 to finish this project too. We felt it wasn't worth it. We felt what we would end up doing with these charter revisions would be giving more power to the socialists, more power to the communists. So we've actually pivoted from that, and just like Pat was talking about, just like Chairman McCabe was talking about, our time and energy needs to be focused pulling in the traditional JFK Democrats, those same Democrats who at one point said, hey, it's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. We now have everybody saying, what am I getting for free? What am I getting? What's gonna happen? And that's where it needs to change. So I put together, you guys are hearing the first time, based on this new pivot, a new platform, you guys are hearing my new speech in reference to what we call as the American system, built and founded by the great Alexander Hamilton, right? He individually took 13 colonies. It was his ideas that turned 13 colonies into this economic powerhouse of a country, along with the rest of the founding fathers. I just like using Alexander Hamilton, because he's right here from New York. We have Fort Hamilton Base, Fort Hamilton Parkway, Hamilton High School. I mean, he's
one of the
actually...
authors of the Constitution, by the way.
Agreed. So one of the premier authors signing Declaration of Independence, and it was his policies and it was his ideas that helped build the New York skyline. The Erie Canal, when they dug that out, it was based on Hamilton's ideas, and it turned New York City into the port of the world, right? It boosted USA into this huge economic powerhouse. The ideas, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use a comment. I learned this statement from I believe he's Russian, Assemblyman Alec Krasny. I heard him, you listen to him speak, he is, for somebody with his thick accent, when you listen to his words, he really is an excellent speaker. And I went to a speech of his one time, and he said, the world is broken into 2 types of peoples, builders and destroyers. And I'm like, what's this guy talking about? Like, I'm in a room full of people at a fundraiser, and he takes this simple concept and he expanded it. And I'm gonna tell you, I've adopted it, and I'm gonna give him full credit. And I think what we witnessed on Tuesday was a civil war, the opening shots in America, and right here in New York City, between builders and destroyers. That's what's going on. Socialists know how to ration. Capitalist American system are about abundance. It's that abundance that makes people afraid. For whatever reason, they think, like, I don't need to explain to this room, but it's abundance versus rationing. And the civil war going on in New York City right now is between builders and destroyers. People who want to build coalitions, people who want to build this city to make it great. Whether we're building brand new skyscrapers or we're just building a healthcare system where nobody wants to see poor people dying on the street. I think everyone is okay if their money is being properly spent. When we have $12 billion worth of fraud, it's not being properly spent. It's being thrown into the garbage. I think everyone's okay if elderly people can get a half-fare bus ride. Like, I'm okay with that. What we're not okay with is everyone getting everything for free. Able-bodied young adults should not be sitting in basements and playing video games. They should be out working, right? And they're clever. They've taken this system and they're like, hey, we can just vote somebody in who's going to support us and pay for it.